It all worked
Everyone
out.
gets a little social anxiety.
Oh, especially
like,
if it's my family. Put some Xanax in that turkey, please.
There are a lot of emotions around food.
Every Thanksgiving, we bake.
My cousins and I have a tradition.
No, you don't, but you. Get in the water.
Get in the water. Welcome back to another episode of Horizontal, the podcast that explores the lost art of doing nothing.
Whoop, whoop. Nothing.
I'm Meg Kelly.
I'm Mason Smeisterla.
Welcome back, y'all.
Hi.
Hey.
Hope you're well. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
This comes out the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Happy
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
My God. Good luck at the Thanksgiving dinner table or lunch table.
I'm not ready, but I am ready.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I mean?
ready because I'm doing it here with my mom and my sister.
Yeah.
It's going to be on a rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, her Cajun cornbread dressing just is
To die.
what I would call the best thing to ever be created in the world. But
Sure.
I know, people have their different recipes that they swear by, so.
Yeah. Do you guys have any Thanksgiving traditions that you do?
We make, every Thanksgiving morning, we bake, what is it? Blueberry muffins.
Oh.
We have like a charcuterie board. We have a fruit platter. And then we watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which is
Classic.
so classic every year.
I wanna
the
watch.
Rockettes.
Yeah.
And all of the musicals. And what are the people that host it every year?
Oh.
Al Roker.
And Savannah.
Savannah. And then at the very end, Santa Claus comes out. We love
Yeah.
Santa Claus. And
I need some of that.
it's a good little, it makes everything feel okay.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, this is a tradition that will be every year, no matter what. And also, I used to live in New York for 4 years, and I never went to the actual
really?
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And, but I remember, everything would shut down. The streets, everything was impossible to get to, but you didn't really care, because you were just
Yeah.
like, this is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And
It is
the
what it
floats, oh my God, I love a good float and
Uh-huh.
the balloons. So
I
yeah,
love
we
a
do that. And then at the first crisp day of fall every year, which usually we wait until Thanksgiving just because we're all together to do it, but we make the best Rice Krispie treats you've ever had in your life. I think you've tried them. I made them for you last year. They were extra marshmallows, extra butter.
Oh. Yeah.
Everything that's good on this earth that you shouldn't be ingesting, we put in it.
It sounds. I mean, you've got to use real butter.
You got to use real butter. And salted.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Salted butter. Yeah.
Extra marshmallows, and just classic Rice Krispie treats. You can't go wrong.
That sounds incroyable.
What do you guys do?
Well, my family does Thanksgiving on Friday, which is
Oh, so you just
kind of weird, but
wait a day.
well, because my cousins have a lake house out in Smithville, and it's really pretty. It's on your way to Bastrop.
Ooh, I love a good lake house.
It's where they filmed Hope Floats
Shut up!
in Smithville. Yeah, it's so cute.
Turns out hope does float.
Hope Floats. Anyway, so I'll be going out there on Friday, and then my cousins and I have a tradition that we do tequila shots
Yep.
on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, you got to start drinking from the time you wake up.
yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of the same as I do this around Christmas time because it's needed more in certain parts of my family. But we do, the classic cousin walk.
Oh yeah, the
Where,
cousin walk. Yeah,
You do a nice little walkabout where
Yeah.
you're just inhaling whatever you need to do to go and sit with your family again for hours on end.
I may or may not have done a version of the cousin walk last Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'll be doing it
May or
this
may not. I'm not
Thanksgiving.
gonna
I'll be doing it this
Cop
Christmas.
to it, but yeah,
yeah,
I love a
and
cousin walk.
Anyways,
Anywho, so
should we dive right in? What have you been watching?
what have I been watching? I'm excited.
Oh God, I'm
excited.
So excited.
You know what I'm gonna bring up.
Okay,
I'm
what do you got this week?
obsessed with this creator, and you know who it's gonna be.
Okay.
His name's Jason Rodelo,
Oh yes.
and he does comedy dance videos.
Yep.
It says he's a comedian, but he's in like a dance troupe, I guess, or like crew.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're
dance crew.
A dance crew. And so he.
Oh, this is the one you showed me the other. Yeah.
And it's like they wear these long sleeve blue t-shirts that kind of make them look like the Wiggles a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to that in the I don't know, in the lore of it. I don't think they were inspired by the Wiggles, but it's very comforting to watch. And he's just very like, oh, okay. Mason's texting as
I am letting my friend know that the door is open.
Oh, okay.
Because he's about to get here.
Oh yeah, we have a special guest coming next week, y'all.
Yeah.
So he'll be arriving shortly. Anyways, so it's like it's hard to describe. I feel like I have to give more context, but like I've never seen another crew like this. So they're really good dancers, and it's mostly like hip hop kind of.
Yeah.
But then he talks over it, so it's almost like it's a joke or a meme. And it's always like, you know, like he'll be like, you know, like he's not gonna text you. And then he like goes on. And anyways, let me just play one. My favorite. I'll play my favorite one that I love. This one, I think, if a perfect TikTok video existed, it would be this one. I think.
Oh my god.
I just want to vibe with my boys. Less talking, more vibing.
Yep.
I told you they're good. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. So they're like, when they do this choreographed like cool dance.
Mom talk, mom's out.
With my boys.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Get it.
Ooh, quick feet.
Yes.
Feels like the first time I made time in a minute. Rock with it, I'm in the team.
Yes. And then
I love it.
Her like hat falls off at the end, but
so
he says, I feel like there's something about that message that just really resonated with me. Like I was like, you know, I do just want to vibe with my boys.
Yeah.
Less talking, more vibing. And that I feel like that's kind of how I see life.
Mm-hmm.
Less
I love
talking,
to talk, but I also
vibing.
love to vibe.
I love to vibe.
And there's a time for both.
Yeah, we're just like talk all the time. I mean,
we're talking right now.
We're talking right now, and I'm like, I just want to vibe. I just want to vibe with my boys. You know, have you seen that thing that's like born to slay, forced to work 9 to 5 or something?
Yeah.
There's like a meme where people are like born to,
or someone was also like,
born
work?
to be.
I'm too pretty to work. What do you mean? Or like something like that.
Yeah, they're like born to be a fairy.
Fairy?
Like born to chill, forced to sit in traffic.
Forced to sit.
Or something like that. That's kind of like my.
I have those moments where I'll be sitting in LA traffic and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm meant for so much more.
I know.
You know they have those underground tunnel LA systems where like they have their because celebrities don't drive in traffic. They don't get caught in traffic. They go on the underground tunnels.
They have
they
have drivers.
Yeah, but they also use different routes that we don't know about. I'm convinced. But yeah, so the dancing.
The dancers.
I
just want to vibe with my boys.
What's their handle?
Less talking, more vibing. It's just Jason Rodelo.
Jason Rodelo.
So he's got his crew. It's so joyful, which I really like.
No, I love how it's like almost like ironic how they're talking about things that are very seemingly like not okay or sad, and then they're just like dancing like.
Yeah, it's that like juxtaposition that's like, this one says you are racist. Wait, hold on.
You are racist. Send this to someone who is racist, or tag them below so we all publicly know who's racist. Racism is defined as prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against an individual or community.
Here are some common examples of racism you've probably partaken in.
This is one example of racism.
Hey, how's it going?
You took the BLM and the black squares off your profile.
Sorry, I was being racist.
That was racist.
It goes, stop.
You know what that reminds me of is remember in Lizzie McGuire when someone was like, "Ugh, that's gay,"
Yeah, and
and then she's like,
actually,
"You shouldn't say gay as if it's bad."
I think it was a commercial that she did.
Oh, it was like
It was the Hillary Duff like PSA commercial, and someone was like, "Hey, that's gay," and she was like, "Actually, you really shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Gay means something different."
I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
It's so good.
Do you like this top? So gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
You are.
Read her
Those
down.
are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Knock it off.
The
Thank
caption-
you, Hillary Duff, with her bump it in fully. She has a bump it in the video. I love it. Metamorphosis, whatever the says.
But yeah, I want everyone to follow Jason Rodelo because the dancing is really fun to watch. They're really good dancers.
They are really great dancers.
And then the commentary just makes it. So well done.
Commentary?
Commentary.
Commentary. The commentary.
The commentary. The
All right.
commentary.
We have a very special. Oh my god.
Keep that in.
You scared the shit out of us. That was so good.
That was so aggressive.
Oh my god.
Our special guest
We're
just
literally live.
arrived for next week. Hi.
Do you like this setup?
I'm loving it.
Really,
There's like sodas and waters in the mini fridge.
the end of
and
this. Mini fridge.
We're all about that 2 fridge lifestyle.
Yeah.
Sor, do you have a dream?
I do, and it is
Okay.
a very special guest because
Okay.
she gave me life, she gave me love, she gives me everything, every hour, every day. She's amazing. My mother sent us a dream.
Yes. I'm so excited.
And I just want to preface it by saying I woke up, this was at 6:30 a.m. my time. She said, I had the worst dream and woke up with my heart beating out of my chest. I feel like you and Meg need to decipher it.
my heart beating out of my chest.
No, are you okay? She said, I'm great. And then she goes, I'm gonna send a voice note so that I don't forget. So this is her dream. By the way, she has a podcast called The Honest Art Podcast. She's
it's so good.
artist, an abstract artist in Austin, Texas. Check out her work, jodyking.com.
They're in like
killing
the
it.
top 7% of all podcasts.
Yeah.
As far as like listenership. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Honest Art.
Honest Art.
Follow Jody King.
Here we go.
Okay, so I woke up this morning just so startled and in a bit of a panic because in my dream, it's like it was the week of Thanksgiving and there were a bunch of people around, like a bunch of young people. When I say young people, I'm like I don't know, like like less than 10 years old. So there was a lot of that.
So children.
And then some a little bit older, but then there was me and like my mom and her husband who stayed over to the side. And we were having a really good time like on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I had a feeling that I needed to go to the grocery store, but I didn't. And then I woke up Thursday morning of Thanksgiving and I realized there's these people everywhere and they were all looking up to me because it was Thanksgiving and I needed to prepare the Thanksgiving meal, but there was no food. And I had thought, oh, well, I'll just go to the grocery store on Thursday morning. And when I woke up, I realized every grocery store is closed. Every restaurant is closed. And I had screwed up so royally that I had ruined the holiday. And not only did I ruin, like, we weren't going to have a turkey, we weren't going to have all of the Thanksgiving things, but there was not a single piece of food in the house. So we were also going to we're going to starve. We were going to starve all day. And it was all my fault. So yeah, super fun. Maybe there's not a lot to decipher there, so maybe wrong answers only. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. Can I just say that is classic Cajun mother panic?
The food. She's like, the food.
She's like,
the
we have,
food.
we have no food. Oh my, like, we will starve.
Yeah.
I remember when COVID first like happened and then we flew down to Texas. She raided every grocery store and our pantry was stacked, honey. Stacks on stack. So much food. Everything was so filled we even had to like put shit on the counter because she was worried that like we were gonna starve and we'll never eat again.
Yeah.
And then, of course, just like you always do when you go grocery shopping, you eat everything day of.
Yeah.
So we didn't end up having like, we had a lot of food, but we ate a lot of it in like a week.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Food
she's
can be...
always like, are you good? Are you eating? Do you want me to send you, like, let me send you food for, like, money for food?
Yeah.
Or like or whenever we get home and we give her a hug and she can like wrap herself around our waist. She's like, which we can be, we're not like tiny and we're just like normal human beings and we eat, we eat. And she'll wrap herself around us and she'll go, oh, you only little. You're so little. You're so little. She goes, what do you want to eat? And then she'll pick me up from the airport, usually with a ranch water.
Uh-huh.
Which, for those who don't know, is tequila and sparkling water and lime. It's all you need for a good time. And then usually with like chips and guac.
But I do feel like there are a lot of emotions around food.
Yes.
And especially the holidays as well. And when you're a mother. You're like the leader.
Yeah.
Dreams about food.
Food is like truly the way to someone's heart, body, soul, mind, girl.
Yes. I kind of want to ask ChatGPT as like a good place to start.
Ask Atlas.
Yeah, let's ask Atlas. Okay, so we have a couple interesting thoughts here. One, fear of letting others down.
Yes. Can confirm she's got that fear.
2, pressure of perfection. That one's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving is a holiday laden with tradition and societal expectations.
Yes.
This dream could reveal feelings of being overwhelmed by the pressure to make everything perfect, possibly mirroring stress she's experiencing in her waking life.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one I find interesting too, starvation as a metaphor.
Ooh.
The fear...
Oh, yeah, 'cause she's like, we'll starve.
We're going to starve. The fear of her family starving might symbolize a deeper concern about not providing emotional or spiritual sustenance. It could be about not fulfilling roles or responsibilities she values deeply. So I think that's really sweet, actually, that like y'all are obviously the most important thing to her, and
for sure.
She
doesn't get to see us all the time, so when she does, it's usually over the holidays, and we want it to be, stress. She wants everything to be stress-free when we get there, and she takes care of every, you know what I mean? And it's like, girl, you got to take care of yourself too. It's going to be okay. And we're old now. We grown. We can help you. We can cook too. We can go shopping too.
It's so perfect that we had this dream for this episode because Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Yeah.
We didn't even plan that.
I know.
But I'm sure like everyone gets a little social anxiety like before events. I definitely do. Even if it's my family that
especially if it's my family.
Yeah, it's like, and then you're just like, there's just a lot of people. There's a lot of
put some Xanax in that turkey, please.
Yeah, that's why the wine is there.
Oh, the wine is flowing.
The wine is always
and it's always like top notch.
I know.
And it's maybe the 7th glass of the day because, you start with mimosas.
Yeah.
So.
But I feel like the great thing about the holidays, and maybe something we can all keep in mind, is like, we shouldn't feel bad.
No.
A. And B, just lean in.
Lean in, indulge.
Gorge.
Take a nap.
Gorge.
Get a little too drunk. Don't go too crazy.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Except for food on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. The last Thanksgiving, there was a push-up competition at the end of my Thanksgiving. We had friends over, and I got really, when I get a little schwasty, I get a little more competitive than normal. I know, shocking.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And I was like, I can do so many push-ups. And then I started doing them. And then I started to do the modified push-ups where you're on your knees. And I was I was really going for it. And someone was like, you're not going all the way down. And he was trying to push me down. And I was getting so upset. I go, no, you don't push me. Fuck you. And then it was, I'm sure, really fun for everyone.
Yeah. See, my family gatherings never get to that place.
Okay.
My family gatherings
Must be nice.
Well, it's just different. I feel like around our family hearth, usually it's like
not the hearth.
Somehow we get onto the topic of like homelessness.
Oh.
And like global warming.
No.
And
I try to avoid those topics.
No, seriously, and like politics and like serious world issues. And by the end of it, my dad's always like, well, we solved the world's problems again. It's like so.
With a big liquor drink in hand.
So depressing.
God damn.
It's so intense.
Shit.
When he first met my brother-in-law, my dad.
Oh, did he give him a hard time? Was he like, I don't mind going back to prison?
I mean, looking back, like it was like kind of like why was that your first interaction with Alex's boyfriend at the time? But he like I don't know if we were on a walk or something. I don't know what we were doing, but my dad was like getting to know Winston, and he was like, I want to ask you a few questions, Winston.
With shotgun in hand.
And he goes,
let's go for a walk.
He goes, do you mind if I record this conversation?
You recorded it? No.
With zero.
He was like, I might forget later, so I gotta keep this.
Literally zero context.
No.
To why. And then Winston was like, oh, sure, yeah.
What do you say to that at that point? You're like, yeah.
But the thing is, at the time, like my dad was grappling with his thoughts on global warming. So he asked literally everyone that he could talk to 2 questions, and then he would record everyone. He was like collecting data.
Oh, so it wasn't just the brother-in-law that was being recorded.
It was he asked everybody this, and he didn't tell Winston that this is like a project that he was working on. Oh
my God.
So he would ask them, do you think global warming is an existential crisis?
Oh my God, just going around the table.
Winston's like, I want to marry his daughter. I got to say the right thing. Is it yes? Is it no? They're from Texas.
Right,
I don't know how does he feel?
That's so much stress.
And then the second question was like, what do you think the solution is? Or I don't remember the second question.
It's like, do you think we're all dying? Cool. How are you going to solve it?
And then, so that's what my family gets into. And then sometimes I have to be like, let's pick a lighter subject.
We don't do that.
We were at the beach this summer, and like two of my uncles are pastors.
Wow.
And so we were like talking about religion at dinner or whatever, and then this was like the 4th day of the beach trip. Mm-hmm. And somehow it bled into the patriarchy, and then we started.
Jesus Christ!
And then we started
ticking all of the boxes.
I was asking
if I talked about these things with my family, one of us would end up dead.
I was asking my family,
and it would probably be me.
This is why I said we're Ravenclaws.
Yeah.
It's the
I get a little more Slytherin.
The academia of it all. And anyways, and then
we got receipts.
So we were talking about Mormonism or whatever, and then we started talking about the patriarchy, and then we got onto politics, and my Aunt Nancy leaned over. She goes, "We waited till Wednesday."
We waited until Wednesday.
I was like, "Oh God!" And then we like quickly got off the politics, but yeah.
I'd rather stick pins in my eyes than do that at the Thanksgiving table.
But I wish we got to the push-up competition level. But it's just like, I just feel like my family can't be bothered to get on the floor and do push-ups. You know, they're like, I think I'm just gonna sit in my chair. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, so you're loungers.
we're definitely
See, we get to lounge
sort
after
of
after
loungy.
Thanksgiving, and you know everyone takes a little break, everyone lets things digest,
Yeah.
and then you get like a weird second wind where everyone's like, "Do you want to play a game? Do you want to do this? Should we
Yeah.
take a walk? Do you want to watch something?" Blah
Yeah.
blah, and then at that point, you know, the wine is really flowing, and then people start cracking jokes. People are letting
Yeah.
gas out. Like there's just a lot
Yeah.
of, you know, it's just
I like that.
It
I
gets
like
a little
that.
more chaotic, and then it goes until it goes, and then people start to leave, and then
People start to go to
it's-
sleep.
It is what it is. But my
family
I look
doesn't
forward
even
to the
play
chaos.
games. We just like sit around and drink. That's
well.
that's like all we do. So we just like
That's-
sit around and
that's not
drink
nothing.
and talk. And that's like, my parents have a happy hour at like 6 p.m.
Love.
Probably, I want to say 4 nights a week, maybe 3 or 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'll be home and then my dad will either like knock on the door, the bedroom door, the guest room door, or send me a text.
And it'll be like happy hour's
We're
about to start.
we're in the house. I get a text from my dad at 5:55. He's like, "We're having a happy hour at 6 if you want to join us." And I'm like, "I know."
Yeah, you're like like every other day.
We
Thanks.
always have a happy hour. Anyways, I digress.
But Mama dearest, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be making everybody else feel comfortable and okay, because your presence already does that. You are the most amazing mother, and you're the best host. I mean, if there's one thing that we've learned, it's that growing up in the South, we know how to host.
Oh yeah, the
We throw great parties
hospitality
because of the hospitality.
is not- is-
people
it's a
bringing
real
things
thing.
to the table. Things to
Men
the table,
opening doors. Oh,
pulling out seats. You know, you're just. I feel like anywhere that has an incredible matriarch, which I'm lucky to have, is going to be a fun time, a
Yeah.
good time. No one's gonna think otherwise.
and you will have
So
food,
just
and
breathe.
you will
have food.
fun.
We always have food, Mom. Don't worry. We got food.
Oh shit, we lost the camera.
Shit. All right.
I hate it when we lose the camera.
I know.
It's okay.
It's
That's
okay.
why we need a
Let's
PA.
just wrap up.
We
Let's
need
wrap
a
up.
PA.
All right. Well,
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
Friends.
Have the best feast.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble. Eat up.
Eat
Drink up.
Get those taters.
If you need some noise canceling headphones,
Yeah.
get you some. It's okay. You need to do what
Yeah.
you need to do to protect your peace at this time.
Yeah. Pop a Z-Biotic before you drink. Not
Z-Biotic.
We're not sponsored, but
Not sponsor.
haven't I told you about the Z-Biotic?
Oh yeah. It helps you feel better the next day.
Yeah, it's like a prebiotic or something. My mom's like obsessed with them.
Love that. Shout out to
yeah,
all the moms out
hopefully
there.
we'll get a
holding it down.
sponsor at some point.
Yeah.
But I do love the Z-Biotic. Anyway,
Go on your
right,
little,
we gotta
your
wrap it
little cousin walk and
Yeah.
have a good time, you guys.
love y'all. Oh
Bye.
wait, rate and review.
Rate and review.
And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Follow us. Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.